Okay, so this is what, July 19th? I'm literally recording the voiceover on the 22nd. I procrastinated editing this video and all that for a good minute. But yeah, this day was arms. Um I felt super strong on this day. Reason being because I was actually tracking all my macros, literally hitting those numbers every single day for that whole week. Like that whole week I was just on point. Um I was able to do 27.5 for this movement, which is actually the heaviest I've ever gone with this tricep single arm extension movement. But that was pretty exciting. I was like, holy, there is no way I just did this. But yeah, I was very surprised. The results were definitely there, like in terms of strength. And when I checked out my physique and weighed myself on Sunday, yesterday, well, to no surprise, I was up by like 6 pounds. Like I'm back where I left off now, somewhat. Because when I went to DR, I was 180, but then about a week ago, I was 172, and then Sunday I weighed myself and I was 178, meaning I regained most of that weight back. Obviously, most of that weight being like water or whatnot, like stuff unrelated to muscles. Like I just got my fullness back, if that makes sense. But I finished that single arm tricep extension, which I actually did 2 sets, but in the first set, for some reason, my camera wasn't recording, like it wasn't working at all. So whatever. So now you see me doing this sort of like sitting down dumbbell curl. The only reason I only have 130 is because, bro, in this gym, I don't know what it is about this gym. This is why I avoid dumbbell workouts at this gym. It's because, like, the dumbbells just disappear into thin air. Like, you'll walk 300 miles across the gym, and you will not find the weight that you're looking for, especially if it's under 40 pounds. If it is under 40 pounds, just forget it. Just, the 30s gone. 25s, don't even think about it. Don't even think about the 25s. Which I think this exercise would have been much easier if I had a dumbbell on each hand. Oh my god, I'm stuttering. On each hand, because then I would actually be able to, like, the weight would be distributed properly, because it kind of felt weird just, like, grabbing the seat under me to, like, stay in a good position to actually work the bicep. So, yeah, I just did this movement. It felt really good. I'm definitely going to implement it. It's definitely better than, in my opinion, it's better than standing curls. And obviously, I have my hand fully. Is it supinated? Is that the word? It's supinated, right? Or is supinated the opposite? I don't know. I'm completely lost. But did this for a good minute. Hopefully we could work our way up to the 40s. I feel like we should be able to hit the 40s on this movement, like, relatively soon. Like, the 30s weren't too heavy. I was just doing them, like, super duper slow, so that way it, like, burns more or whatnot. Or, trying to make lightweight feel as heavy as possible, because I was not going to do the 40s, because I couldn't even warm up properly. Imagine, like, the 20s and the 25s, like, they're gone. So this is literally, like, I'm just doing this raw. Like, my warm-up was the 30s, and that's going to be my working weight, because unfortunately the 35s disappeared into thin air, and the only thing there was 40s. And I feel like for this movement, I definitely wouldn't be able to maintain, like, really, really good form while doing them with the 40s. I think 40s was too much of a jump. Too much of a jump. Because I already struggle with 40s even with just standing. But, yeah, this jacket, I haven't worn this jacket in, like, a super long time. Like, I don't remember last time I wore it. But, yeah, this jacket makes me look super buff. I absolutely love it. What did I do after this? I, like, completely forgot everything about that day. Which this day I actually felt off. Like, my strength was, it's like one of those days where you feel super off, but your strength is, like, there. Like, I think you get me. I think you get me. Like, there's, like, every lifter goes through that. Like the day was like, I'm like, it was alright, but it was actually really good because I increased my weight and most of my movements, if not all. What do I do after this? Oh yeah, JM press. I do a JM press after this. Last time I did 25 and a 10 on each side. Now I'm kind of like regaining my strength back to where I was. So now I'm able to do a plate. It's still hard, but it's definitely moving a bit easier than how a 25 and a 10 moved like about a week ago, which I only did 6 reps with the plate. I don't know I'm fully back at like my full strength in this movement when I'm able to do a plate and a 10. Once I'm able to do a plate and a 10, then I'm Gucci because that's the weight I left off at. But then at the same time, that's the weight I was doing when it was like a flat bench. And this time I'm doing it more like an incline bench just to get like a different feel. So at the same time, I think incline is definitely a tiny bit harder, at least for me. At least for me. It was just a tiny bit harder. But yeah, overall I was pretty satisfied. I was like, okay, we went up. It's not where we left off, but it is indeed still progress. Which a movement I want to try out for triceps actually. It's one where you get like a normal bench, not the one that you could adjust, but the one that's just like by default straight, like you can't change it at all. It's just straight. I want to get one of those, put it up to a cable, get a rope, and do like overhead like rope extensions while sitting down. I saw this guy do it. I forgot who it was. Damn, I forgot who it was. But it looks like it feels good. Like, when you look at an exercise and you're like, damn, I just know that feels crazy. That was basically what was going through my head. So last time on this Preacher Curl machine, I did like a plate and 2 tons. So I upped it by 5 pounds, put a plate and a 25 on. Might as well. Did it for about 5 to 6 reps. I don't know. I wasn't counting. For most of these sets. I don't know what happened to me. Like, again, this was like an off day. Like, I was just like, bro. Oh, no, I was cooked. Did a plate in 25 again. And this one I did a little, like, drop set thingy-majiggy. I just took out the 25. Started to, which I've actually been implementing partials a bit more when I fail an exercise. Because when I used to include partials all the time, man, like, the growth was crazy. The growth was pretty crazy on my end. And then strength-wise, too, it was just overall better. And I don't know what happened to me. I don't know why I stopped doing partials. But what's next? Oh, okay, no, this is still the same set. This is just a drop set. But low-key, the hammer curl variation on this plate-loaded preacher curl, like, oh my god, this preacher curl is like, for me, I don't know if I'm biased, I don't know what it is, but like, it's like 10 times better than the machine one. Like, I don't care what anybody says, like, the plate-loaded is so much better in terms of like, mostly everything. I did the hammer curl variation, boom, I did a plate, a 10 and a 5. I don't know how much I did last time. I assumed I did a plate and a 10, but my memory might be faulty. I did not bother to check, but I put a plate, a 10, and a 5. So if it was a plate and a 10, then, I did 5 pounds more. And if it was like a plate, a 10, and a 10, which I really doubt it was, but it might have been. If it was that, then it's whatever. It's only 5 pounds less. Screw it. Point is, it felt hard. It felt good, so I left it like that. But on this second set, like, the way I position my arms, because when I get down to the bottom, I let my elbows kind of, like, point outward, if that makes sense. But this time, I just maintained them straight on the pad. Because, when you go down, boom, like, your arm rotates. Like, my arm would rotate like that. And then, boom, my elbows would be pointing outward. But then I just, like, try to keep it, like, just straight as possible. And I never felt that much pain in my brachialis, like, ever. And it was only for, like, 2 reps, like, towards the end, like I did it, because I was like changing up. I was like, hold on, let me just do it like this. And dude, I felt a searing pain right there in my brachialis. It was the craziest thing I've ever like experienced. I was like, whoa. But now we know how to solve. Oh my god, I'm stuttering so much. Now I know how to set myself up correctly to, you know, hit that exercise really well. And now obviously we're ending it with our usual TNF drop set. I'm pretty sure I went up to 42.7 this time, which was back to where I was before I left to DR, because I would usually just go up to like 37.5, and I would just leave it there. But I'm pretty sure this time I asked you, I was like, you know what, let me just up it, because, you know, there are times where you're like, damn, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this weight, but sometimes you just got to send it. And then 9 times out of 10, you could most definitely do the weight. Like, that's just stuff you have to push through. You got me? Like, you got to tell your body, yo, we need to make new muscle. That's what you're trying to do with exercising. You know, make it like harder. Because if you're just at the same thing the whole damn time or for too long, your body's just gonna adapt really quickly, and then the progress isn't gonna be like as good. But yeah, I don't remember what I did for a second set. I don't know if I lowered it. I probably did. Don't remember too much. But today, I am hitting chest, so I'm quite excited for that. Hopefully, I increase how much weight I'm doing on Smith machine incline, because I usually do a plate and a 25. The day I reach a plate, a 25 and a 10, that's gonna be such a happy day for me. That's like one step closer to 2 plates on, you know, incline Smith. But yeah, we still got a long way to go for that. I gotta up it by 2.5 on each side, so 5 pounds. Boom. That's what I'm gonna be doing today. Hopefully it goes well. My muscles feel really, really full. Overall, I feel really, really good. So I don't see how this could possibly go left. But yeah, the only reason I don't, because I was gonna do that little overhead rope thing, but since I'm already doing the TNF drop set, I was like, maybe not. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna just end it here. Enjoy the few seconds of the video.